Our first door is motivation. So let's jump in and take a look. When you first hear the term motivation, you may think that it's about motivating your employees as a supervisor. But what we'd like to do is take a closer look at your motivation, at a supervisor's motivation. Power is something that may motivate some supervisors. And let's face it, power, you have it. As a supervisor, you have power over certain things. So go ahead and let's list some of the things that a supervisor has power over. So now that you've made a list of some things that supervisors have power over and looked at the list that we provided as well, let's think about how power manifests within a team, within an organization. So, how does power based leadership manifest? What does it look like in action? Thanks for that great example. I hope you got something from the examples we wrote about as well. And one thing about power is you can get people to do what you want through power, but there is a better way. Jesus Christ is a better way. Jesus had ultimate power but came to serve. So Christ is a practical example, not some worn out Sunday school lesson. Christ was God. He proactively took the nature of a servant. A person who serves others. We learn this through Philippians 2, 5 through 7. Jesus encouraged disciples to be a servant, not to exercise their power in a manner that lorded over others. From Mark 10:42 to 43, we learn that Jesus said, "You know that those who are regarded as rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and their high officials exercise authority over them. Not so with you. Instead, whosoever wants to become great among you must be your servant." So Christ, even though he was God, he was a humble leader. He was the original servant leader. We can learn much from this. So let's take a moment to watch the short clip on Tony Dungy of how he applies these same principles in his life and through his coaching. You just saw how Tony Dungy practices humility in his coaching. So what does leading from an attitude of humility look like practically from your perspective? What are practical ways you can serve your staff?